So I want to talk a little bit more about how I lost weight at the end of 2015. Um, this I'll do, a little bit longer video. Like I said in the shorter video, I did 4 things, which is I changed how I ate. I bought 2 different kits that were like cleanse detox kits, and I did those for 4 months. I went in it determined because I had health problems and needed to lose weight. And I, fourth thing was I did exercise some. Now, the way I changed how I ate was I quit going out for fast food at lunch. And really, in general, I don't eat at fast food. I will eat at a restaurant occasionally, but not a lot. And I bring my lunch to work. I prefer to fix my own food because I do not fry foods anymore. I eat more vegetables and fruits. I cut out gluten. Um, if I eat chocolate, or like, what you might consider candy, I'll get organic chocolate. Uh, and those are usually really expensive. Uh, like $3 or $4 for a bar of chocolate, like that. But actually, this one I got at a thrift store for a quarter. It's not good that I can buy chocolate bars for a quarter because what my point was, if you're paying $3 or $4 for a chocolate bar, you'll eat it slowly, so you won't eat a lot of it. But when you get it for a quarter, well, we'll see how that turns out because this is 2017 and this has just started. I've been able to get quite a few of these for a quarter. Um, but I like to go out and find good deals. And actually, my older sister found that good deal, but that's not what this video is about. Um, so I did cut out gluten, and if I have to have a chocolate fix, I'll eat a little bit of chocolate, but organic, and not not Snickers, and I guess you could have a little bite-sized Snicker, but I'll try to get away from the refined sugar as much as possible. So, like in snacks, I'll try to buy non-GMO or organic. Um, but you need a moderation in all that. Now the veg, most of the stuff when I started this in 2015, I did try to be organic or non-GMO a lot more than I do now. I still try to do a lot now, but I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, before, when I started this, if I'd go eat at my family's house, I wouldn't eat anything because I didn't know how they fixed it. I didn't know if it's organic. I'm not as bad now. I will just give in and just eat and not quiz them on how they fixed it. Now, I probably should because I'm still having skin issues and itchiness, but sometimes it's just easier to eat. But if you really want to lose weight and you're going to invest money in the cleanse kit, which I'll talk about in just a minute, you probably would do the same like I did at the time because I'm like paying, I don't know, 365 or so to 400 for these kits to help my health. So why do I want to trash my health by eating, bad food? So just be mindful what you eat. You can Google and research. You know, you don't have to do the organic, but if you just try to eat healthier vegetables and don't be frying everything, that will help you a great deal. And actually, I'll talk about next is the cleanse kit, which is Dr. Nature, and it was recommended to me by a friend. Um, Now, this little booklet will come with the kit if you buy the kit, and it does have suggestions on how to eat. So those are just practical suggestions that you probably could Google and find anyway, but it does have that. So the kit was 2 products. They have a colonics and a toxin out program. It's down here. And the colonics I did for 3 months, and the toxin out for 2. I did it the last 2 months, which was October through November, November through December. Now the colonics uh, kit contains 3 items. The first that you would take first thing in the morning is a supplement called Paranil. And it's a proprietary blend of things. So you take that and you wait a little bit, and then you do a fiber mixture. That's a picture of that you could put in juice or water. I did water, and you drink that. And then at night there's a tea you drink. And the tea's on a little bit of a different schedule because you'll do it every day, and then it says to go every other day, and you know. So I had tea left from the kit because you don't use it every night. But let's see, there's a picture of the tea and the other. You can Google Dr. Natura. They have a website, or just email me and I can send you a link. I'm not making money from them. Um, but the little booklet does contain details about how much of, it breaks it down. The first 5 days you do so much, and then day 6 through 30 you do a little bit different schedule, and then you take a 5-day break, and then do the second month. So it was pretty easy. It wasn't a harsh thing. You're not going to be running to the bathroom all the time. And the great thing about it, of the kit, you purchase however many months you want to do. They recommend 3 months for if you haven't ever done this type of kit before. Now the Toxin Out program, it contains 3 sets of pills, and one is a probiotic, and the other 2 you take around lunchtime. There's a picture of that. And it again gives detailed instructions of how you should take everything. Um, and they even have a recommendation of how to do this if you've never done a cleanse before, or if you've done it before. And then they have a little schedule in the book that makes it easier to know when to take what. And and water is the key. That's in here. You do drink a lot of water, and I really think that helps, drinking water. Um, so, and in the back they do have some tips on what you should be eating while you're doing this and stuff like that, and a typical, um, you know, suggestions on what you could eat for meals and stuff. So all that's in a little book that you get with it, and if you can find the Toxin Out program, it was kind of hard to find when I was looking for it last year, but I never found it. I was actually looking for a friend who was wanting it. I never could find it. You can buy these things individually. It's usually cheaper to buy the kit. Um, Lucky Vitamin carries it. I did look not long ago, and the Toxin Out was on back order, and that's how it was when I tried to get it from Lucky Vitamin in 2015. Now you can order straight from Dr. Natura. And if you Google, it's www.drnatura.com, and that's probably too little for anybody to see. Anyway, that's their website. And if this will show better the name Dr. Natura, you can just Google that and you can find it. And they actually get it to you real quick. It just seemed like it appeared from nowhere overnight. but I can't remember if I paid shipping, but it's gonna be around $360 or so to $400 most likely. Uh, Amazon I know carries. I don't know if they carry the kit, but they carry some of the stuff from the kits. Like if you wanted the probiotic, they carry that. But anyway, it was a very good investment. I feel like I have kept the weight off that I lost. Uh, I mean, I did do some exercising at that period, mainly the elliptical, which was, anywhere from 3 to 5 times a week, 15 minutes or so. I didn't have a lot of time. I work. I had at the time 4 dogs and 4 cats. So, I worked. So I have a 30-minute commute. So it's just really not a lot of time to exercise, time you get home and stuff. And I'm sure a lot of you are busy in work too, and you know what I'm talking about. Now, and my mom, like I have said, had dementia. She was in assisted living, but I did go spend a lot of time with her on the weekends. So, I didn't have a lot of time there. So I'm not saying you have to have a lot of time to exercise. It's always good to exercise some or just to get out and walk, go on short walks when you do have opportunity and weather permitting. Um, so that's basically what I did. And I did go in it determined because of health problems. Uh, my energy level did get better doing this. I will say that. There are still days I have some fatigue, but I usually can figure out that's because I didn't get enough rest. Um, at the time before I started all this, I was tired a lot and I would drink a lot of coffee. So I started in September, mid September, and by mid October, I, I think I stopped drinking coffee sometime in October of 2015. I'll drink a cup here and there, and I drink tea, now, but not, I'm not chugging coffee like I was prior to doing all this. And I did lose 20 pounds, so that I needed to because I weighed around 170 in August. So I needed to lose weight. I would like to have lost more last year. That was my intent, but there was a lot of stress with my mom passing away in March, and then my dog in April, and then that was just a very hard thing to deal with, and the her house now is for sale. That's been very stressful too. I mean, it actually has been for sale since September, and then my nephew died in November in a car wreck. Um, and he had no insurance, so he's got a wife and 4 children. That have a huge loss. My older sister is dealing with that too. Her and her husband. Uh, she she's having a very rough time. So um, everything that went on last year. Not a lot of time to exercise, and I can say I still have maintained my weight. I haven't crept back up. Uh, so, and I think it's good to like just, you can do. I did Weight Watchers in 2007. I did lose probably more weight, but I ended up gaining it back. And I think that's simply because if you stop it, then I don't have to count points now. I just have to make healthy choices when I eat. Um, so I think that's easier than writing down what you eat and counting points. Now I probably should write down what I eat. Maybe it would lead a clue to why I'm so itchy, uh, or why some days I'm not itchy. But most time lately I'm just itchy. Tonight was a real bad night, so I try not to take over the counter medicine or prescription medicine. I try to do natural options. Now, that's not saying I haven't taken a Benadryl to this winter because my skin has been very, very itchy. I think it's calmed down some tonight. I did end up taking a Benadryl earlier because I was just scratching so much. I was very, very itchy. But I think if you go in it determined, um, just find a reason to be determined. I'm still determined uh, to figure out why I'm so itchy. But um, and I know one day I will. Just have to be patient. Um, but I think that's all for now. This is probably longer than it should be. Uh, but if you like this, please like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for watching.